What's up, everybody? Welcome to Most Excellent Entertainment. I'm your host, Keith, and with me this week we have Joe and Lexi from this awesome new metal band, Brain Dead by Sunday. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, so excited. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
All good.
right on, right on. So, Joe, you obviously have some experience as a musician. Your guitar work on the album is pretty freaking awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to talk a little bit about your background and all that?
Yeah, it's decades of failure,
Yeah, fair.
but I mean trial and error. Failure maybe it's not the word I should say, but it's just just plugging at it for years,
Yeah,
and just kind of learning from mistakes. And for me, it's just took me a while to find my own sound, my own style, rather than trying to emulate my heroes. Just I'm not them.
Yeah.
right,
I'm never gonna be them.
right.
So I just kind of developed my own style with influences which you pretty much picked apart a good bit from the other podcasts. I mean, you know a lot
got
of it.
Yeah.
I was just like impressive, most impressive.
Thanks. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, we have another podcast called My Taste of Music Sucks. And we talked about Brain Dead by Sunday over on that podcast. So check it out if you haven't had a chance. So Lexi, you're Joe's daughter.
I am.
So growing up with your dad playing guitar and all that kind of stuff, did you gravitate towards music because of that, or did you kind of find your own path on it?
I think he definitely influenced me with more of the rock music and like the heavy metal type stuff because, I'm all into pop. I was born in the 90s, so I got like the 2000s, 2010s. That was more like my thing.
Right.
But whenever he started playing that kind of stuff, I was like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Right on.
Yeah, I've always been in like choir and I've done like band and violin and all that, but yeah,
Oh,
he definitely got me into the rock.
nice.
Yeah.
So Joe, at what point did you decide, like, hey, instead of being a part of all these outside bands and whatnot, let's just do something with my daughter. Like, she can sing. Let's do this.
Yeah, well, it was honing in the idea,
Yeah.
um, and trying to get a project together to where what I always wanted to do,
Mhm.
Mhm.
without extreme compromises. Because when you start bringing in so many other elements, you're compromising. So
Yeah.
then your vision kind of gets distorted. So with Lex, I I was kicking around a lot of ideas, and I just kind of like handed her a piece of paper. I was like, "Give it you want to give us a shot? Would you be interested?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll take a look at it." And right from the very beginning, I heard something and I knew it was going to click. Because, like I said, when I say years of failure, like projects that just didn't work out, and you were forcing, something that just wasn't there with us. It was like that. It was like
Right.
from the very first. I just looked at her like, you actually get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and when I heard kind of her voice over some of those heavy riffs that you hear, it was just a perfect marriage of the music because she gave me like a Mazzy Star vibe.
Hmm.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Nice.
with more,
Like Punch. Yeah.
yeah, but it
Yeah.
took me, I was just like, I hear like an underlying Mazzy Star and some of
Okay.
her influences she's turned me on to, like Paramore and
Hmm.
Right.
stuff
Right.
like that, and 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I think it's going to work. And it really, she was the one that I knew we were gonna finish it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, honestly, that's one of the cool things about the project is like your guitar stuff is very like classic rock oriented kind of, especially the solos that you throw on there. But
Yeah.
then you do hear like rhythmic elements of like 21 Pilots
Yeah.
and Paramore, and vocally, man. I mean, I know my co-host didn't hear it, but I heard Evanescence in the vocals.
Ooh, let's go.
So yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. That's an influence in Paramore, I
Yeah.
yeah,
believe. So. But
yeah.
yeah,
And Haley and Amy Lee have very similar vocal styles, so
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
see that, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, so what are some of your guys' influences? You mentioned some stuff, but what do you guys bring to the mix?
Yeah, I think even we were joking around, but kind of Hex Girls too.
Okay.
Somebody said like before that Hex Girls was kind of a vibe.
right,
Um, it's hard to really pick though because I feel like our sound is so different
Yeah.
to me. We were
Yeah.
trying to come up with like a genre before we put it out. We're like, well, because like you said, it's like heavier and classic rock, and then my voice is just like, it's not. And
Right.
so
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I would say Paramore. I love Paramore.
yeah,
Yeah.
We like Hailstorm a lot. She's very strong voice though. I don't know if I could hit that, but yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Guitar wise, I throughout the years, I mean, old school. I could hear it in my sound a bit as like Tony Iommi from Sabbath.
Mm,
Sure.
I
Sure.
get some Randy Rhoads in there, George Lynch, Paul. I'm a fan of Satriani, Paul Gilbert. I can never play like those guys, but I give it a shot.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, that's like when I said I'm trying to chase that talent. I'm just like
mm,
Yeah.
hone your own skills and be happy with
yeah.
it, and I'm fine with kind of what I'm doing. But even later on, like the 2000s, I was getting to Disturbed and Lamb of God and
Sure.
bands like that. So
Okay. So one thing that I feel like a lot of people who reviewed the album and stuff, because I checked out that stuff, missed is there is kind of a gothic rock undertone to the album. I mean, there's songs about witches and stuff, and like
right.
I feel like that gets missed by everybody, and I don't understand. I feel like that's a strong influence, and it's. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up like really into fantasy. Like I do a lot of fantasy stuff. I read a lot of fantasy. I cosplay sometimes for like the Ren Fest and that type of thing. So I'm
Nice.
totally into that. And then you definitely like the witchy stuff too.
Yeah. It goes back to like Nine Inch Nails, Stabbing Westward, that kind
Sure.
of industrial, dark, the 90s. Let's just,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, Soundgarden, you get going
Yeah.
on and on. But
Mhm.
I would agree, like, when we were writing it, we weren't really going for any vibe. We were just whatever it was.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then when I going back and analyzing it, and when I saw your comparison to that, I agree. I was like, huh, there is an element
Yeah. Yeah.
and to where some people, you put when you're like pitching for playlists and stuff like that, I put it through these analyzers and people kind of were hitting us with like goth metal. I was like,
Hmm.
interesting.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why not? You,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely. Definitely.
So yeah, I'm into it. That's all
Right.
good.
So another thing that I noticed when I was listening to the album is there is some really cool bass work on the album. And then when we talked, you said that you played all the instruments on this
Yes.
album, right? So, man, first of all, congratulations! Like, holy crap!
Thank you.
I mean that. How do you get the? Geez, I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this. Like, how do you get the bass sound and like, I don't know, because I was really impressed with a lot of the bass on the album, the way it stood out.
It's just I learned it out of necessity because we were going through musicians and musicians and musicians trying to find the right group and to get the line of dedication or people didn't have the same vision,
Mm.
so I was just like, "Oh, I guess I'll do it myself."
Right, right on.
So I kind of approach it like what like a rhythm guitar player, but then as I kept progressing into it,
Yeah,
keep punching it down, re-recording, getting new and more ideas and just kind of plugging it in there to make improvements.
I mean,
right on.
sometimes he would take like weeks for one like bass line just to get it perfect. He
I
was
mean, it paid off. Yeah, it paid off. It sounds great, man.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah, right. It's not my
I really
forte at
dug it.
all, but
Yeah, well,
who knows? Maybe a bass player was born through the project.
maybe, man. So,
Yeah.
as far as the drums, is that live drums or are they programmed or how did you guys do that part of it?
Programmed in session
Okay,
work.
hmm
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. Awesome. Um, so Lexi, you said you played violin.
I did, yeah.
Did you ever think about doing like a Lindsey Sterling thing and maybe throwing some violin in your
Honestly,
songs? I
I mean,
mean,
I couldn't be that good because it was
sure.
only a couple years, but
Okay.
I've been wanting to actually get into more like the keyboard because I feel like
Cool.
a couple of the songs that we're working on,
Make them
I think
bigger. Yeah.
keyboard would be kind of fire on some of the tracks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So as far as the writing process goes, how does that work? Like, who's writing the lyrics? Because Lexi's singing, are you giving her stuff to sing, or is she kind of,
Yeah, so it
yeah?
starts
How does
with
that work?
like, yeah, it's like a basis. Joe starts with like a first page or two pages, and then I'll go in, we'll see what works and what doesn't, and then we'll just like do it back and forth, like rough draft after rough draft and see, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, he's very poetic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. And you
Like,
guys obviously you lay the instrumental track down first, and then is
Yeah.
that how it goes?
Yeah,
Right.
usually it's like the guitar, you'll get the melody and then
Okay.
I'll
Interesting.
just be sitting there fiddling and just jamming, and I'll be like, whoop, and I'll start recording it and formulating an idea, and then start orchestrating it, and then get like a foundation, and I'll present it, and then we start going back and forth.
Nice.
Kind of
Nice.
like, does this sound like a verse? Does this sound like a chorus, a bridge? I got a bunch of parts. Where are they going?
yeah.
Right.
And kind of rely on like, what melody do you feel this was best for? Just kind of do the
Yeah. I
arrangements.
mean, he'll record it on his phone and then bring it to me at like midnight and be like, "Listen to this. What's
That's awesome.
yeah."
Yeah. I'm
That's really cool.
annoying like at like
I'm like, "Okay, this is good." Or I'm like, "Oh, no, this is shit."
how many
Nice.
re how many revisions I tortured everyone
Yeah.
with.
Man.
Like, you only change like one little thing. I'm like, yeah, but it's way different.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's these guys are like, this is like the eighth
Yeah.
revision you sent me in 3 hours. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
It's like
usually like 2 to 3 business days I wait to actually listen to it because I know it's more.
that's
I
pretty cool.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So, with the two of you guys, right?
Mhm.
Have you played any shows yet, or are you? And if you have, how does that work? Because I mean, I've seen two-person bands before. I saw Jacob's Castle, which
Okay.
yeah, and they have a computer that does everything but the drums and the guitar. They they I can't remember what they said his name was, but he's a member of the band, basically. So I mean, have you guys experimented with stuff like that, or what? Have
So
you
yeah,
played it at all?
whenever we did that, I think we also used a computer for the backtrack, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he would
yeah.
play the guitar and I would sing. So it was like,
Okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
going forward, we want a full lineup.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
That
Sure.
was always the key. And at the time it was like trying to find the right people, trying to find the right drummer. And then our material, we just kept progressing, and we had to make the executive decision at the time. If we're going to wait on these people, it may never get done, or it's
Mm.
going to take forever. So we decided, let's get it out
Yeah.
Yeah.
and dangle that carrot. And
Yeah.
then kind of the way we're looking at it now is we're using this for recruitment. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're writing the new one. We want to collaborate,
This is what we can do.
and this is the direction. So if you like it, you get in the car
Yeah.
rather than trying to like redo the formula. The formula's there.
Yeah. 100%. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
yeah.
it's working out because yeah, we got some pretty good musicians that are interested who've been reaching out to us.
Mhm.
So to collaborate with, we got an individual who's learning the old material. I mentioned a drummer that kind of had a little setback. He hurt his hand really bad.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
we're getting ready to
Yeah, it works out though.
release a signal, and I could see us out there very soon.
Nice. Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, like, the record is really, really good.
Thanks.
and you're welcome. And it's like a solid piece. Like there's a vision there. Um, so yeah, I mean, I could imagine people hearing that and seeing the buzz that you guys are getting because you people are paying attention. That could help get people wanting to jump in on it. So
Right.
I mean, seems like a good plan to me. You know, get it
It's
done.
working. Yeah. Some people who wouldn't have touched us 2 years ago, because when you
Sure.
hear, how many people are like, hey, I got my own thing going, my own
Yeah.
project, and like
Right,
a
right.
bad daughter, you want to join our band? Yeah, yeah, like, so I understand it, but now that they hear it, and I think it's,
We have a resume now.
Yeah, sure.
yes.
So
Yeah,
But we could be a little choosier rather than be like, hey, you want to play, So I think it's working out, and it's going to help us progress forward,
yeah.
definitely.
right on, right on. So, what's the music scene like in Pennsylvania? Are you guys in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or
Now,
We're in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? Sorry, I knew it was one or the
yeah,
other. I knew it was one of the two big cities. My bad.
Yeah,
they're a rival, but it's all
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
Well,
we're in
wait,
Pittsburgh.
okay.
It's a pretty good mix of what everybody's into. I mean, we have like the Three Rivers Arts Festival where there's just so many random bands going on
Mhm.
at this different times. So it could be reggae, it could be hard rock. It's nice and
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
It's a
Nice.
wide range because there's like live festivals. Millville is this kind of a small town within Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dormont has a festival. It's kind of like suburbs of Pittsburgh. It's a collective. You'll get everything from that southern rock to funk to kind of punk rock to like an 80s throwback
Mhm.
to metal. It's country. You know how many people try to get me to join lead for their country band?
Man.
It's
I can see
unreal.
that. I can see
Eh,
that.
I guess there's money in it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, do you hear my playing? Like,
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Dude, so I saw this band a few months ago called Mike V and the Rats, and
Mm,
they were a punk rock band, just
okay.
straight punk rock band. But their guitar player had just joined the band like 2 weeks prior while they were on tour,
Oh wow.
and he had like long hair and he was like whipping his head around. He was playing like George Lynch
Oh,
during this
nuts.
punk rock band, and I don't know what like he literally sounded like I was like he sounds like Dokken, but I
yeah.
don't know how much of that stuff they let him throw in there and how much of it was actually in the songs. But it was such a weird meld. Like I was just like, man, it was really really cool. It's the best guitar player I've ever seen playing for a punk rock
Nice.
band, and it was an interesting thing to see, like the dynamic of it. So
Yeah.
you know, um, it's so. Aside from the festivals, are there any clubs out there that people are playing like on a weekly basis or anything like that? Because I know that's a little tough these days.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, I don't know of any specific clubs, but I know there's like we have this like tiki bar nearby us that the local bands are able to play like every Friday or Saturday night, which is nice.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
there's like your regular dive bars,
Right.
and like as you kind of step up the ranks, like Jurgles is a local establishment that like some of the throwback 80 bands that come, they're not like arena based, but they're
Mhm.
not dive bar. They're like that tweener. So
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Samantha
yeah.
Fish, if you know her.
yeah, so
She's
Who
there's
was it? I didn't hear what you said.
Samantha Fish.
Oh
She's
yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
she's
oh
she's been there
yeah,
a couple times.
I probably seen her 6 times over the last
Yeah.
3 years.
Nice, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, you sent some copies of your album, like physical copies, to the show, and we gave them away to listeners, and there was a pretty good response to that. Are you guys gonna sell those CDs, or are they just promo only, like right now?
Right now they're promo, but
Okay.
I do have a batch on order. Like when this initiated, I wasn't sure if it was going to do well.
Right. Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, because who uses CDs anymore is what we were thinking. We're like,
I
well,
mean, here's the thing: like CDs are coming back now.
yeah.
People want physical media again, and for an artist, like if you sell that CD for $15, that's $15 in your pocket.
Yeah,
Whereas
sure.
with streaming, it's like you're getting change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 0.02
Yeah,
per
yeah,
stream. Yeah, we actually got an order placed in because like the first round of orders didn't have the UPC code because I didn't expect it to sell.
right.
Then I had to go back to the distributor and get the code. So
Mhm.
I got a distributor lined up. So
Awesome.
you'll be able to get it through our website, through Spotify, just click merch. So
Yeah,
that's coming in the next couple weeks and
awesome.
potentially vinyl.
Yeah, I'm hoping vinyl. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like a green
Yeah. I
colored
was
vinyl would be
thinking,
neat,
yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, and I mean, there people are more open as far as I know Kunaki. I don't know if you guys know what Kunaki is, but it's a CD manufacturing site where
Okay.
basically there's no upfront cost. They manufacture the stuff for you, and then every once in a while they'll charge you like a shipping for however many they ship out.
Oh,
But
right.
you
Yeah.
don't pay for the actual products, and they do CDs and vinyl and DVDs and all kinds of stuff on there. Um, and I
Yeah.
just noticed there's been more people switching to that kind of stuff because I have like 5,000 CDs. So I mean, I'm
Nice.
still, yeah, and
Right.
I got a big stack of records. It's not as much as I had when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, there's definitely.
Is Columbia House still looking for you?
I mean, I hope not. I had a lot of names, had many names
For
that Columbia House knew me
BMG and
under.
Columbia House?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
dude, Columbia House was wild, man. Like,
Like you
you know,
said, 10 CDs
14.
and just hide for the rest of your life.
Yeah, yeah. You're 14. What do you know? I'm gonna fill
Yeah.
this out, get a bunch of CDs or tapes, tapes and
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. So I remember like funny that you brought up Columbia House. Like I remember when I was like 19ish, which would have been 93 or so. I got this Columbia House or BMG, whatever, mailer that was like the roots of grunge. And I ended up ordering like an old Dinosaur Jr. album off of it, an old Helmet album off of it, and like some bands who I knew but I hadn't heard.
Mm.
Um, and or not heard, but they're old stuff I hadn't heard, and it was cool, man. I mean, but
That was the
Yeah.
way to go back then,
yeah,
man.
yeah, for
Definitely.
sure, man. Yeah, and I mean, you could cash on delivery or whatever for shirts and stuff, and
Yeah.
the world is different now. Everything's on the internet, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing I miss, like flipping through like Circus Magazine and seeing that whole 5 pages of shirts and stuff that you could order. Do you remember that? Like,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
dude, I got
Yeah, man.
cool shirts out of there. But oh well. So, how are things going with the writing of the new stuff?
Going good. We had a couple that we were working on with the original set for the album, but they
Okay.
didn't quite make the cut, so we're trying to switch those up. We have almost like 5 songs not finished, but they have all,
Yeah,
a
The
base.
bones.
leftovers
Yeah.
from before, and then I'm working on, boy, I probably got 8 more.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
crazy of throwing them
Wow.
I was
out.
gonna
Like,
take a break, but then once it strikes
Yeah.
creativity,
Yeah.
you have to just you go, and plus it's therapy for me, to be honest. So
mm,
it's just kind of it quiets the mind,
Yeah.
so
Definitely.
to
Definitely.
speak. So yeah, like the single we got coming out soonish is uh, from that first batch.
yeah.
I think it's potentially probably the best song. It's just it wasn't ready,
Okay.
Yeah.
illusion.
Yeah.
So I was just missing something, and unfortunately, it was piano. So now I got to learn piano.
Well, Lexi could learn keyboards. I mean,
I could do that. I
Yeah,
could take one for the
right.
team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know. Um. So, I mean, that's kind of cool that like you didn't abandon the songs because there's
Yeah.
so many times when like there's leftover songs from a session and you kind of demos will come out or whatever, but it seems like they never really get fleshed out. So it's
Yeah.
cool that you're still you're still working on that stuff.
Yeah, trust
Um,
me, there's like one or two that I want to die,
yeah,
but you won't
Oh,
let them
I
die.
know. I'm gonna make it work one way or the other.
right, right.
I know exactly the one she's thinking of
Yeah.
because it's like a very slow, melodic,
Yeah.
sad song.
Mm.
Like,
I mean, radio. You know
Goes
what I'm saying?
short,
Maybe
but
maybe that'll be what gets you on the radio.
yeah,
Slow
maybe
melodic sad
never,
song.
people
yeah,
need
right.
some
Yeah,
sad songs.
yeah.
Oh, this one, yeah, yeah, and we had some that didn't fit the mold that I'm trying to rock it up a bit. Like I said, we just whatever came out came out. So, there's a couple that are like a Rolling Stones bluesy type
Yeah.
thing or a Zeppelin type
Thanks.
blues. Yeah. And we were just like, well, it doesn't really fit this batch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and some people were like, you put it in there, who cares? But I'm just kind of like, you kind of have to package it,
Has
right?
hmm
a moment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is one thing about self-editing. There's a lot of artists now who put stuff out, and it's like, uh, so back in the day, you'd have like Faith No More.
Mm.
Or Extreme on their second album. You could hear so many different styles on the same record, But for the most part, it's like you now every album that comes out has like 18 different styles on it. It's because there's no record company guy to go, hey, let's focus.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that you streamline it on your own. Like, I mean, I'm all for a bunch of different styles, but at the same time, your album sounds like a piece. And I think that's really cool. I
Yeah.
think that's something that's missing in a lot of modern recordings. Like, if you listen to Led Zeppelin 2, it's a piece of music all together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a theme.
yeah, yeah. And I love that about your record. Like, it it sounds like a piece of music, and yeah, that's awesome. Um, but to that subject, a lot of people nowadays, and you said you're going to put out a single. Is the idea to like release several singles and then the album, or are you going to maybe put out a couple lead singles and then put out an album, or how's that going to go?
Well, it depends. Like, when you're listening to the experts and the marketing people, they
Yeah.
want you to just do single, 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 single,
Yep.
single, single. But
Yep.
I don't. I'm doing it my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. I mean,
Our,
that's the thing
our
now.
way. I'm thinking two singles
Yeah.
Right.
and drop it.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, because that's what they used to do. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, when I was growing up, that's what they did. But now it's like you release every single song off the album and then you kind of put it together as an album after. And that's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, man. It can be incohesive and
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I don't dig it. That's
Yeah.
like I heard a song on the at Arby's over the speaker the other day, and it was Rascal Flatts and the Jonas Brothers, but it's pretty heavy, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
holy crap. But it made me think about how Rascal Flatts retired albums a few years back. They're like, all we're gonna do is put out singles from now on, so they don't put out albums at all anymore. And it's just like that feels like it's letting the fans down in a way, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, that's whenever you release an album, that's when they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go on tour." But now
Yeah,
you just keep doing singles. You're like, I don't know when the hell they're doing anything.
yeah. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose Rascal Flatts is probably always on tour.
Yeah.
They probably never
Yeah.
Never
never
stopped.
stop.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at this point, they're kind of one of those legacy bands who's gonna never go off the road, unless
Yeah.
they. So, um, so you talked about looking for musicians,
Yeah.
and you guys have found some people to round out the band. Do you want to talk about that at all, like who they are, what they play, and
We're getting down to it. A couple bass players are in the running, so I don't want to mention
okay,
anyone quite yet, right?
yeah,
And pretty much solidifying on the drummer, a local drummer named Dennis.
okay,
So he's the one that injured his hand, so we're waiting for his hand to heal up. So that was kind of a setback, but
yeah, yeah,
we're looking to get together probably in a week or two.
okay, cool,
The new
cool,
material because he's like really fired up about the new stuff.
awesome,
So,
Yeah.
and we got other people too who have interest, but
okay.
that's why I'm just trying to be sly about it right
No,
now.
I got you, man. I'm
You know?
trying to back you in a corner here.
Oh
Dude,
no, that's all good. Yeah,
I'm gonna turn a light on real quick
that's
because
cool.
Yeah, it's
it's
getting dark.
only like, yeah, it's not even 6 yet, but it's yeah. I'm lighting myself up a little bit. Oh, all right. Can you see me now?
Oh yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, welcome back. All
What
right.
up?
So, um, with the new music that you're working on, does it offer stuff for people who like the first album? Because I know you said you're going in sort of some of the songs are going in a little bit of a different direction. Like, is it how radical of a shift is it?
Slight. I
Okay.
mean, we're evolving,
Yeah.
so I think I'm pretty conscious of not wanting to keep repeating it, but there's a formula too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
the formula is working, but like Illusion, that first single, you'll hear how it's evolving.
Okay.
Because like I say, and you're just going to be some piano laying on top of it, but it's gonna have more melodic. It's going to give Lexi more room to kind of do her pop and let it rip vocally
Hmm.
and do some octaves and then and of course the guitar is going to come here and thump eventually in the song,
Right. Right. Right.
and and there's some stuff that is similar to the first album too as well because my initial thought was like, let's do more of a pop album, and just kind of.
Yeah.
But then once, oh my
Yeah.
God, what's that?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
well, that's what's coming out,
Right on, man.
you know.
Yeah. So, Lexi, what's your background as far as bands and stuff like that? I didn't even ask.
Have I been in bands or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, no, I've done like choir all my life. That's basically,
Wow.
I've been like in my church choirs, I've been in my school, like touring choirs and stuff like that, but nothing like, yeah,
So, wow.
yeah,
Okay. Well, nice job. I mean,
thanks.
this is like your first rock.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
the introduction. Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, I want to say like your voice is really powerful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know that like you mentioned like Lizzie Hale and how her voice is. I
Mhm.
mean, as far as I'm concerned, like one of the things that stuck out to me was how strong your voice was through the whole album. And I don't think you have anybody, you don't worry about comparing yourself to other people because you're dope, man.
I
So
appreciate that. Thank
uh,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Sorry. Any ideas about when the new album might be coming out, or is it kind of a just moving along kind of thing? And also, how much space do you want to give it between the first album and the second album? Because it seems like the first album still has some momentum, and you're talking about getting new CDs to distribute and stuff. Like, is that stuff that you thought about?
Oh yeah. I'm like I said, this is always going. So
Yeah.
it's I'm I'm kind of winding down on the marketing,
Right.
in the investing of this current album. And I mean, we're getting some good results.
Yeah.
So it's like a full-time job. It really is. Because I was
Yeah.
just like, so many hats you got to put on for it's the writing hat, and then it was the producer's hat. And, when you're doing it all yourself, like, I know all
Right.
indie artists, then you're like, oh, now I got to create content. Ugh. And that, and then I got to, so every day I'm looking at the stats that I'm getting off of ads and Spotify and all the other streaming services. I'm doing targeting campaigns
Man.
where I see like I just noticed Japan recently took an interest in our music.
Right on.
I was just like, I didn't even really market for them. I was just like, I guess it's time to start marketing Japan.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Are you guys doing TikToks and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, right on. How's that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, TikTok is the algorithm is just harsh. You know
Yeah,
when you're
sure.
gonna get picked up, so
Yeah. I mean, there's also like Facebook Shorts now, which
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seems to be. I found you guys on Facebook, so
Oh,
Oh,
great.
awesome. I was
yeah,
gonna say, so what are we doing right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I found you guys on Facebook. I'm really big on independent artists in general. So I get a lot of recommendations in my feed. Like half of my feed is you should listen to this band basically. So, and a lot of times though, I end up finding something cool. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I found you guys on Facebook, but
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
sweet. Yeah,
yeah,
we're doing something right.
Yeah.
there you go, popped up somewhere. um,
That's a hard game,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like
Social media's rough,
yeah, the
honestly.
Yeah.
Instagram followers, and sure you could try to buy the following, but I'd rather have a very small amount who are dedicated fans rather than just a bunch of people on your page. So,
Yeah.
you,
Interaction is key.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it does. I would rather have 15 people who comment on everything than 40 people who sit around and say nothing. And
Yeah.
then you can make that on a bigger scale, but that's
Right.
just um, it's engagement is what's most important.
Yeah. For sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. So where did the name come from?
Oh, I came up with that. So,
Okay.
so when he brought this idea to me, I was in nursing school
Okay.
and so I was just absolutely swamped with everything that I was doing and I was working at the same time too. So he would have me do some stuff and it would always have to be a Sunday because I worked and I
Right. Right.
not really, but Monday through Friday slash Saturday. So I this one time I was just like, man, I am brain dead by Sunday. Can we not? And I was like, hey, good one. So
I knew it had to be something to do with work.
yeah.
I just knew it. Like as soon as I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is the weekend, and
Yeah, like the Sunday Scaries, if you've ever heard of that. Yeah.
no, what's the Sunday Scaries?
Sunday
That's
Scaries is like when it comes to Sunday after like 2:30 p.m., you're like, oh my God, I have to go. It's Monday tomorrow.
yeah,
The
yeah,
impending doom of
Yeah.
doing it all over again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea, or you could take it as like you partied too much all weekend and you're just
Right now, you got to get back to work.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So, for the album art, how did you guys come up with that? And is that like a logo for the band, or is that just an art
Yeah,
art
I
for
think
the
we've been
album?
using it. We've been
Yeah,
using it as a logo for the
Yeah,
band.
yeah. So,
We're probably going to be using something more simplistic too if we end up doing like merch,
yeah.
just like a BDBS or something like that. But yeah, you started with like a little sketch and then we just kept passing it back and forth and being like, "Do you like this?" Much with how we do our songs.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Then we rendered it on digital. So,
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it's really cool how collaborative everything is between you guys, man.
Yeah.
So when you bring in new musicians, do you think that's gonna change the dynamic at all? Like how?
I'm sure it's going to a little bit because it's a whole new brain. So,
Sure,
but
sure.
yeah, I think, we're definitely since we started with just the two of us, we have a base of what we want to happen
Right,
and
right.
so they're gonna have to accept some of that coming into our band. I'm sure they're gonna know like, oh, this is the
Yeah.
vibe that we're going with, but we're
Yeah,
definitely open to other ideas too. It's not like, dang.
Yeah. The blueprint's there, and I think that is the most important thing to
Yeah.
where early on the project where everyone has their idea, like they want to go more progressive, and I was like, I just kind of want to make this short and sweet, nothing too
Mhm.
going off into a tangent, like an 8 minute jam. I was like, kind of everything was it's precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? It's just like I want something that you just get in and out in hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more
That's
concerned about hooks
yeah.
than trying to be impressive with my instrument these days. So it's about the hooks for us.
And I mean, honestly, you nailed it. Like the album is very tight, and then
Oh,
but there's still really cool instrumentation, I mean, but yeah, the album is really tight. It gets in there. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you did what you set out to do. So um I think we're probably gonna go ahead and start wrapping things up.
All right.
If you guys wanna say anything about where people can find you, and all that kind of stuff, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, pretty much online, all streaming services. You go to our website, www.
Done.
BWs?
Three W's.
Yeah.
Braindeadbysunday.com. So pretty much all of our links are there. Our merch will be there.
Hmm.
CDs will be listed there, most likely vinyl. And once we start getting out there for shows, it will be there as well. So all the links to social media is there as well.
Yeah.
And the new single will be kind of ready first of the year.
Okay.
And to answer your earlier question, I think we dodged around it. We're kind of
No worries.
to drop it around probably the same time.
Yeah, I was thinking about a year in between.
July, I think we'll be ready to drop the whole new album.
Okay.
So,
For time.
yeah, with the we're playing off with the drummer in the room,
Yeah.
is I think it's going to be a lot. It's going to be better than the
Nice.
first.
Nice. I'm
So,
looking forward to it, man.
and we're evolving. So we learn from our mistakes from the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I'm sure as the person who created it, you sit down and you hear things. But
Yeah.
I mean, I really liked it. I didn't see many flaws at all. So I think you guys nailed it, man.
Thanks.
Like
What was
honestly.
your favorite? What was your favorite song from the album?
Oh man. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second.
wow, we're putting you on the spot now. No.
Ah, Melody of Tragedy.
All right.
I had to go get the CD.
Oh no,
Like, I don't always
I kinda like
remember. I
this.
don't always remember the names of the
Right?
songs. But yes, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's a good one. I do.
Yeah,
We worked on that one honestly the longest, I feel like. So it was so stuck in our head by the end. I was
right.
like, I hate this song, but
Oh
I
man,
love it now.
it was the first one on the album where like I'm trying to remember what my impressions were of it the first time I heard it, but it grabbed me, Like
Yeah.
I was listening to it, I was like, okay, this stuff's good. But then that one has like a really distinct hook and it just that was the song that grabbed me, like, and
Yeah.
it's what, the fourth track?
Yeah, I think
Fourth
so.
track. Yeah. So I mean that's a good spot for it, like
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was designed to even if you hate the song, you're gonna hum it.
Yeah.
right, exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
It was one
yeah,
of
for sure.
those. Like
Yeah.
you just walk away.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just yeah, that's what a hook does, right?
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, that song, like, I think the first time I listened to it, because I do this a lot. Like, I listen to albums for the first time when I'm taking a shower for some reason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just because I'm kind of relaxed and I can sing along and whatever. So I'm sitting there, I'm taking a shower, and then I hear, and I'm like, oh, this song, okay, yeah, like, yeah. So, and I mean, it may change, but I mean, initially, that's definitely the song that grabbed me. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It changes for us all the time.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna plug away my stuff real quick. So
Oh, yeah, do it, man.
yeah, right on.
Absolutely.
So Lexi and Joe, thank you so much for coming on. This has been fun. I love talking to people about their creative process, and you guys obviously have something really special, dude. So
Thank you.
Thanks.
yeah. And I want to thank my producer, Tyler Martin, and Emmy Studios. This would not happen without him. He's the guy who takes my ideas and puts them out for the world to listen to. So thank you, Tyler. Um, don't forget to check out My Taste in Music Sucks with myself and Christopher Icon. Drops on Friday nights. This week we're doing the album Extraordinarily Moist and Delicious by Brother Meat, which is a very, 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 very special album to me. I don't know if I was able to do it justice, but Icon has always had a lot to say, which he kind of carries me on that podcast, man. He dives in a lot deeper than I do, I think, but I appreciate him. And next week we're going to be talking to Jeff Tripoli, a drummer out of Syracuse, New York. So that'll be fun. And I think that's about all we got right now. So check out our shirts. We haven't sold any. Buy some shirts, man. They're super cool. You put some money in Tyler's pocket. And don't forget to go check out Brain Dead by Sunday. Buy their stuff, stream them. When they get to playing out, go check them out. And we'll be back next week with more Most Excellent Entertainment.